Welcome back to some more Death Roads tournament with Sandoya. Now, when we last left off, unfortunately we did lose our earlier run, which was a damn shame. We actually played a little bit on stream there, so we have unlocked a new character, Robert Simple Bob Karski. As you can see, he's a lumberjack with a bottle of whiskey, or a bottle of something anyway, maybe some moonshine, not too sure what. As we can see, we increase our punch with this one here by drinking back, and then basically, you know, drunk driving. I don't know if we really condone that as a game, I certainly don't, but in the context of this game here, you down your bottle to society, you get extra damage, and then of course you are guaranteed to spin out there. So you kind of want to be next to somebody and then go for this, so you might get lucky with a whole bunch of rams. We also have an option to move, but we do lose attack damage as a result, and then we also have stick in it, so we get the nice little gear shift up, basically snapping it off there, pretty unusable afterwards. Your weapon card's handling damage is increased by 2, so looks like we are doing extra handling damage, so we do want to be ramming them a little bit. And as we can see, our skid deck consists mostly, there's only one break, but otherwise we mostly just go up and down, so we want to kind of be between two enemies and then just, you know, skid out of control and ram into them. That's where To Society will actually be pretty fun. So we're going to try a bit of a ram based deck with Simple Bob. And with that in mind, do we go for a car where there is decent ability to do extra ram damage? This one does more condition damage, but not as much handling damage. However, we could look for a situation where we can go for a little bit of extra damage. So I'm going to see how we go for that. Apologies there, folks. Don't know where that came from. Let's see. This one, oh, we would love something like this. The big brawler there would be fantastic with somebody like this, big rammer. I'm thinking that what we go for, this does have extra health, it does have less handling, so it's a bit, you know, it's more expensive to get going. But things like our oil flood work out quite nicely for us, because it does hit everyone behind us and does quite a bit of handling damage. It means that we might be able to ram them ourselves. Now we do want to go full ram. And with full ram, what's the best car for that? Honestly, that's pretty healthy to begin with. Doesn't have any extra, does have lots of weapons. Let's just try the buck contender and see how we go. We'll probably look to switch it up there. And what I think we want to do is an additional component to choose from the battle rewards. Sounds pretty damn good again, because if we go for that, then we might be able to find more ram-based weaponry or components. Let's go here. Let's start off in San Fran and let's go. So where are our opponents? Everybody new. Is that Zed? It looks like Zed. So I guess we don't want to fight Zed. Kind of want to go north if we want to fight you instead. So with that in mind, I mean, we have a shop either way. I don't know what happens. If we fight Zed again, what happens? I'm not too sure. Do we want to go south? Do we want to go north? There is an event here. Let's go to the event, see what we can find, even though we are just heading down towards Zed. So we're fighting our first opponent. And I actually turn up the game speed as well there. Unfortunately, you can't turn it to 1.5, you can only turn it to ×2, so it is a bit of an annoying one there, but we can just move down. Nice and easy. As you see that we are speeding up there a wee bit, we can go like this. He's almost out of control already. We deal more damage to him as well. We can upshift and gain some extra skid. We kind of want to move back, and this moves back too, so we're going to slam right back into him. Deal 6 damage, which is very, very nice. We can then shift up and then ram him. And let's do that. Let's shift up and ram him this way. We deal extra damage. We've almost skidded him ourselves. Anticipation, we can shift if we want to. Or we just go to Society and see what happens. Now, we only have one break. Otherwise, we're probably going to move up and down. So we're probably going to miss him. Please don't run into... Oh, damn it. Okay, that was not a good play. You live and you learn. We get right into his shotgun range as well. So... Even worse for us. Now we do need to slow down. So let's rambling on to slow down. We do then apply the weakness to us, but I believe that we can then ram upwards and start dealing damage this way. Get a little bit of armor here. We can go to the left, like so. And what are we trying to do afterwards? Are we sticking it? Let's just go to Society again and then hope that we go upwards. Damn it. Okay, no such luck. Oh, yikes. Okay. So we've taken far too much damage here already, as you can see. This is not a good start. We'll start off by laser shotting him to finish him off. And let's hope that we can get some of that health back sooner rather than later. Now, what are the components that we get afforded? Nothing all that useful. This does do handling damage though, and it does seem pretty good to me. So I'm going to take this one here. But we swap out our laser shot. This means that we just want to be in front of them the whole time, so we will go for this. We want to stay in front or to the side. So I don't know if my current build is really making that much sense, to be honest. Only one opponent here, so that should be nice and easy. But, yeah. I don't know. Let's shift up. Use 1 and 2 cards to replace. We kind of don't want to back off. We don't want to go left, so I think we can swap out both of those. Give ourselves some extra bonus there. We'll move up 2. Now, he shoots directly behind, of course. We can shift up 1 to 2 and then move forward or back. Seems pretty good. We're going to keep moving forward and try and stay ahead of him here. Actually, what is our little bonus here, actually? Because we don't start with 10 armor like we used to with our other character. Moves us forward. Why don't we just shift down and then get a little bit of armor as well? We skid. Oh, we might even ram into him. We don't. And actually think about how we would skid there. We downshift again. We're kind of near him now, so he is probably going to be able to get in front of us. We have a little bit of armor though. We shouldn't take too much damage. In fact, we take none, so that's good. Now, how do we deal with this? Well, we can ram this way. And I think it is... No, let's go to the left first. Just 1. We will then shift up 2 and go forward 1. We now have... I think, do we want to the right first? I think we to the right because we only do 1 damage to them this way. And then we go for the outer blower and knock them all over the place. He's going to skid. Okay, we kind of hope that he would skid in front of us. Can we get across in front of him? Not really. What we can do though is let's skid ourselves out. Maybe we can ram him ourselves. No, okay. Down and down. Down and down. Ah, okay, well, not much happened there, that's for sure. Can he get in front of us? It's possible, but unlikely. Okay, now we just ram into him. Can we do that? The first gear. We can ram this way. Not bad. Give ourselves a little bit of that, and then I think if we just rambling on as well, and we managed to take him out. So that fight went a lot better, that's for sure. Not too bad, get a little bit of scrap. And what are we looking for? +5. This is plus movement. This is a good ram, and that's actually a good ram too. So we are going for a bit of a ram-based build. Why don't we try this? We do have different weaponry as well. And do we not currently have a roof-based weapon? We don't, so this would be not too bad. But again, we're mainly looking for those weapons that knock out their weaponry, I think. Or knock out their handling, excuse me. What do we have here? Maybe a nice little repair. Damn. Okay, so we could have healed a little bit. Instead we trade health. Or, wait, did we even get scrap? I thought we... Oh, no, looks like we didn't. Oh, it was 50% chance to get that, wasn't it? Okay. Well, we don't really have anything that we can buy or sell, so we're just going to collect some of this. We get some new tires. We'll collect that for now. See if we want to equip them. There we go. A little bit of extra scrap there is always nice. And in our garage, our tires. They're currently to the left, to the right. This one, if we hit them, then they move backwards and they become weak. Manual does draw us 2 cards as well, which is pretty damn good. But we'll actually try these tires out. Good enough, let's keep going. And looks like we might be fighting Zed shortly. Ugh. Okay, well, we might just die by hitting all these events. Oh god. Okay, we didn't lose all of our scrap at least, so that's useful. We have a road battle, we almost have our elite battle. And I think our elite battle usually gives us some good stuff as well. Now, he does have a straight shot item. So, dash and bash would be great if we can get in front of you. So how do we get in front of you? Well, we can't. That's unfortunate. Let's go for anticipation. We'll upshift, get rid of our turbo lag. And I think our sequential gear as well doesn't really feel that useful. Manual draws us 2 cards, which we probably should do, and then upshift a couple. Upshift into 4th. We do have... Oh, there we go. This is what we want. So we're going to want to go right angle down into here, right in front of you. We now go... We could do this, which bashes twice behind. Hold tight is okay. No, I think we go for this. Yeah. So we go back 2, which bashes. We then bash again. And we bash again. And now we're going 4th gear. Let's go to society again. Even though it hasn't really worked out well for us in the past. Please don't go down again. Oh, you son of a... Hey, we managed to ram him a couple more times though. Oof, okay, not good though. We ram him back with him grappling us. We take a bit of a beating there though. We'll skid him out, see where he goes. Don't know if we should have skidded him out actually. Probably should have just gone for the damage. Oil flood might skid him out again. Let's see, we can skid back and then drop down. Sequential gear. No, I guess we got to drop down first, don't we? If we want to be able to do good damage to him. Then we can hold tight, we can sequential gear. We will be able to take him out here this time, which is great. Okay. As we can see, I don't think we've quite got the best car for bashing just yet. Our setup is not great. Yeah. I don't know about this one, honestly. We do have a weapon sitting out front, which isn't bad. And I do like the little damage over time that we can do. Okay, lots of weapons sitting in the middle. Lots of weapons sitting in the middle, that's for sure. And we will go for the boomer bow here. We'll equip that. Damage over time seems pretty good, and there's now a reason for us to sit behind opponents. So, we're gonna go down here. Just go to the scrapyard. Yeah, we do get a little bit of extra bash damage. I think this is good because this is the bash type wheels, which we actually did have a great time with in an earlier run. So let's equip those. Save that before continuing on. And we get a little bit of extra scrap. 25 HP to deal with Zed. This is just Zed, isn't it? Do you have the same thing? Yeah, it is. Okay, so he has the same block as well at the start of his first turn. So he might not try and... We probably don't want to go for the damage. Although it looks like he doesn't actually have it against us. So this would be great. We need to move down to be able to get that going though. Or we could move up and start ramming. He has shots behind and shots all around. So we kind of want to get in front of him if at all possible. We have 2 forward and a ram. Why don't we go forward 1? We are now weaker. We then go forward 2 and the ram. A little bit of free damage. Then we go forward 2. We can go for another bash actually. And then we go forward 2 again. And that might make it difficult for him to shoot us with his back-facing weapons. He's probably still going to get an all-out shot on us. But I think that's okay. We're in first gear. See how we fare. He's got... Okay, he gets 10 shield after his first turn. So he shoots us once. We are a little bit worse for wear now as a result. We can skid him out in second gear. And is that... Your wheel cards are disabled. So his wheel cards will be disabled. So he can't move left and right afterwards. So let's go for a wheel block here first. Get a little bit of shield just in case he decides to ram us back with his out of control actions. Oh, that wasn't actually enough to do that. Oh, that's not good. This will knock him though. There we go. Now he's skidding into me, and that's why I'm glad that I got the shield. Wow, he bashed me a whole bunch of times. We bashed him back. We're probably dead here. Yikes. Does he get 2 shots? No, just the 1. 3 HP. 3 HP in a dream. Okay, so we go 1 shot. We then go 2 shots. So he's now got lots of damage over time. We want to back off pretty badly here. So we go for the power shift. Ram ya. There's no way that we can really knock you though, is there? We hit somebody, engine lock. Okay. Turbo lag. Shift up, move down. Okay, you know what? We're going to shift up, move down. We're then going to... Turbo lag doesn't do anything for us. The shifting up doesn't really do much for us either. I think we just need to society and then hope that we manage to end up over here. If we crash out, we crash out. I'm not too fond of this run anyway. We shouldn't crash out now. We do get far enough away, but he's still going to be able to reach us anyway. Going to take some damage, and then he's just going to shoot us diagonally or ram us to death. Is that better or is that worse? I don't know. In any case, how do I feel about this new character? I don't really like him. I think we're going to go back to our previous character. Look at that pathetic experience. We're going to go back to our regular dude, probably with our regular starter car as well. And then Zed, mate, you've got some good stuff. And I like the collision detector. The 10 block at the start of your first into the battle allows us to really get up close and personal and then make some magic happen there. I do really like the idea of extra handling though. Extra handling was a lot of fun, and the missile shower, you know what, let's try this vehicle again. The dice, and this is actually the one that I did on stream, where I managed to defeat my other opponents. So we have the components there, we have scrap from battles, get one additional gadget. I think that's randomly given to us as well, but that could change how we decide. Oh, just free. So fixed stations are even better for us. And if we plan for it, let's try this one. Let's try a bit of survivability on this one. Haven't really considered that one before. Oop, zoomed in all the way. We've already beaten you, so we could go down here, but then we get fewer fixed stations. Like we could just go all the way through here, fixed stations, and then we would basically just get repaired all the bloody way, which honestly sounds pretty damn nice to me. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go force our way down fixed stations, just get free repairs the whole time, and maybe we can survive right to the very end, because I've never made it to the end. And I would like to. I would very much like to. A good damage there to start with. Automatic gear, alternator, draws us a card and then re-rolls some stuff. I think we go switcheroo and to the right. Breaking Bad is nice, or we just finish it off with another laser trail. So if they start right behind us, then we have a really good situation to deal with them this way. The missile shower gives us some nice flexibility for enemies around us as well. And we are missing something on top. This gives us a nice bit of HP though, and front to back actually, move forward and then back. I quite like the Lawn Master here, the extra HP, plus, yes it gives us max HP, it doesn't increase our current HP, but we're going to get free HP at the fixed station anyway. And you know what, it's absolutely worth losing HP here. Beautiful, because look, we come into here, we're currently 80. Do we go to the fixed station though? Yeah, I think we do want the free stuff. So we get 30 for free. Repair 30, pay 0. Beautiful. So they repair us back to full. We got the scrap from the earlier one. And good as gold there. So already I'm a big fan of the sponsor. Big fan. You usually get 10 repair free. This time we've got even more. So I think we just keep going down this repair path. I think the path is chosen for us. And now we can be a lot more reckless with our HP until we lose more than 30. In which case we want to be a little bit more cautious, because of course we can then start to take even more damage if we do it that way, or we can take more damage than we can heal. Let's upshift and move forward. What's your weapons? You have a straight shot. Okay. Well, let's move. Whoops. Let's move a couple across then, and let's move one more forward as well. And I do like this. Zed's driver cards here as well. Really appeal to me for some reason. They just seem to jive well. Maybe it's because I played a few hours of him already. So I kind of get a rough idea of how to actually play him. Now, Missile Shower does 12 damage, so if we move down here, and then Missile Shower should be able to reach you anyway. Psych. Oh, it doesn't quite go as far back. Okay, let's not do that. I don't know if we want to Breaking Bad. We go back. Oh wait, we go forward 1, back 2, because that's the order that we have to do it in. We go for our Missile Shower, which now gets the shot at you. Nice bit of damage. Good Breaking Bad, but that puts in a place where you could catch up with us. Why don't we alternate? Let's ride on. Your fourth guess, you probably will catch us anyway. And I think we just wait where we are. Yeah, seems okay. He's probably going to get a shot in it at us. Yes, one shot, there we go. Not too bad, 7 damage again, we can deal with that. And Breaking Bad will take you out there once we ram into you twice. Nice and easy, beautiful. And I do like how bashing there doesn't hurt you in the process if you're the card that initiated the bash. Otherwise it really wouldn't be that feasible of a... Now this would replace our health one there. This does extra bash damage, so we either get extra health. I feel like extra health on our components here makes sense if we're going for a run where we basically get free max HP, right? Or free HP every time we stop off. So we need to heal 17 here. If we lose some HP at this event, that's absolutely fine. We'll lose that to gain that. And that's perfect. There we go. So we sell a little bit of our HP for scrap. And now we still heal to max HP by going through. And we will go to the fix station for that 30 once again. So let's go across up to here. Repair 27 for free. Oh my god, this just feels absolutely busted. Have I broken the system wide open here? I've tore at the roots of capitalism to find my own way of shafting the general population. Maybe. I don't know even what I'm trying to get at there. I don't want to lose scrap. Let's try this. We do lose the HP. That's okay. We got another repair station coming up. And then another one. And then another one. We have two opponents here to deal with. We have a front-facing drone and this guy here. If we get in front of you, then we can just shoot you twice. So, with that in mind, we shift down. We do need to upshift. This works. So we upshift. Sequential gear, skip second. We then Tokyo Drift to go... hang on. Because we need to move down a couple there, don't we? So we need to go 1, 2. Let's go for alternator. Or do we shift up? Let's shift up. Shift up, which also gets us into 4th gear. 4th gear allows us to draw 2 cards, which we will do. And slight shift is good. Really good. So let's go Missile Shower, Tokyo Drift. Do we have the means to get down here with 9? That moves us twice. It also can upshift us. We downshift. We draw a card. We move down 2. 3, 2 is 5. We would have enough to take you out, but then we could ram into the walls. But I guess if we move down 2... Actually, we don't really need that, do we? Oh, no, we've already used the tune-in, so we can't. Okay. Switcheroo. There is a way that we cannot lose control here, and that's using Switcheroo. Move down to here. Then we might as well remove both of these, because why not? And then we just blast you twice, which takes one opponent off the field of play. And of course, having one less gun going for you can make all the world of difference. Now, what weapons do you have? You have straight shot back, so we're probably going to get shot a couple of times here. Or maybe not. Maybe you won't quite be able to get in front of us. You also have the saw, so if we get in front of you, then all of a sudden we're doing great stuff. And upshift. Ooh, okay. We move forward 3. And back 1. We then, that's downshift. Upshift. Move up. Okay. Let's go 5th gear. Let's ram you. Let's ram you again. See where you end up. Because you skid, you ram us back a little bit. Wow, we're losing a lot of handling though as a result of that, so that's not great. But you're right behind us, which is great for our laser trail. So we're going to go here. Or do we go laser trail or do we go double bash behind? Double bash behind. Triple bash behind, actually. That all of a sudden does more damage than the laser trail. It also might mean that you have less handling. What is your handling regen? 8. You'll regen back to near full anyway. But still, being able to ram you that many times is still pretty good. And yeah, you're going to saw us just the once though. And if we can get in front of you, then all of a sudden we're absolutely golden. So we're going to ride on. We're going to Switcheroo. Yeah, Switcheroo sounds good. Downshift. Downshift draws as a card, but it is more expensive. So let's go like this. Let's move up. Let's get rid of Turning Point and Slight Shift. We have a lot of cards that we can replace here. We go for the laser. Into the laser. We do have a Missile Shower, but for that to work we need to get up 1. Which we can do, right here. Now, we move up. This costs 2 though. And then, no, we wouldn't quite have enough. Wouldn't quite have enough, unfortunately, if we did it that way. So what we could do is we could just start trying to bash into you. Let's try that. Let's go here. Let's then go... We could always zoom off in the distance, so why don't we keep that one. We'll replace all of these. And we're looking to shoot behind, which we do get. and then we just ram backwards as well. Okay, so we will get the kill here. Very nice. We start off by moving up 1 and then moving back 2, and we just bonk him to finish him off. Beautiful, beautiful. Now what do we have? Some more max HP components possibly. Extra, oh yes, and we don't have a top-based roof, and I do love the all-out shot and cheap shots there. They are just great ones to be able to mash anyone around you. Good bash modifier here too, don't get me wrong, plus the punch. I do like berserk as a result, plus the push. Push is actually very, very useful. Can't remember if I did that on stream or not, but we're going to go for this one as we don't currently have a component on the roof of our car, and having one just gives us much more flexibility, plus the max HP as well. We do have another fight here. Because our max HP is now so high, we don't want to be taking too much more damage if we can avoid it. So this is 12 damage here. I don't mind Tokyo Drift if we can shift up, which we can. So let's go for the kill behind. Again, we take out a kill behind. We do have these here. We have 8 damage if we take shots from the plasma trails. However, we do have 10 armor to start with as well, so don't forget about that. So that shifts us up 2, and we could go to 3rd, then move down and then back to bash. I think we just, ooh, let's see. Heavy footwork is good. We need to get into place or into position for this. Why don't we go for our tune-up, the shift up. Now that we've shifted up, oh wait, we need to shift up again, don't we? 2, 5. You know what? We shift up again to 4th gear. We move back. Then we can just sit where we are in heavy shot because it does have a diagonal shot, which is quite nice. And this guy's going to try and get in front of me to shoot. He's probably going to have decent success with that. I think we kind of want to be getting in front of him. The issue is that we probably are. We're going to skid out anyway. We're 100% going to skid out anyway. So why don't we go heavy footwork? We will downshift so that we don't have as many skid cards, and then we'll move forward a little bit and try and get around him a little bit. We'll just leave that be. What was that? Oh, shows our draw pile. I've never seen that before. And he is going to get the shot behind. We start to skid. We're in gear 3. Ooh, okay, we fall back quite a bit. That's not terrible, I suppose. How do we deal with this? Let's upshift. Stay in position. Let's then, oh, we need one more upshift to get the value out of this, don't we? We'll go for the alternator. And then I think we get rid of both of our weapon shots here because it's not really going to work for us. We can then upshift a couple times and then move 2 down. I think we just move as far down as possible. Like so. And we wait until we can maybe get in front of him. So laser trail is not going to be useful just yet. The turning point, we want the Tokyo Drift there to be able to get ahead. Maybe ram into him as he comes by. So we're going to wait with 5. He might still be able to get the shot at us. We drop back a little bit further actually. I forgot about the hazard coming up. But it worked in our favor. And now we have a chance of actually getting ahead of him. So we go 2 forward. And then 1 up. Now we can cheap shot for 8, then meteor shower as well. And that seems pretty damn good to me. And then with this, 4 damage, could we maybe ram you instead? So let's see, we go up a whole bunch, then back 1, then we go into here and ram him. We go up first. Okay, let's try this instead. So we go up 3, back 1. We now go down in front of him, which should ram him once, like so. We then Breaking Bad, which rammed him twice. And he's going to 4th gear spin out, which might slam him into the wall. We slam him 3 times, even better. Extra damage. He skids. Okay. If he stays in that... I was going to say, if he stays in that lane, he would take damage from that. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're probably going to spin out, but he doesn't have much weaponry for the front, does he? It's side. He's just going to ram. Okay, we do spin out in 5th gear, though. That's a bit dangerous. We ram backwards. We ram down. We ram up. We ram everywhere. Okay, we're back in front of him. We ram him, and he skids out. Does he go down again? Yes, he does. Okay. But we should be able to take him out quite nicely now. And a decent combat again. I think we lost 6 HP in that one, which all things considered is not too bad at all. Okay, good bit of scrap here that we're collecting as well. Oh, hang on a second. So we lose... Oh, we get tires. Tires though, that's a net increase of plus 15 max HP. This is a plus 25. And I don't like the overload that we get, but us moving backwards could be useful. I just love the extra max HP that we get there, so I think it is worth taking these. Look at that, from about 100 max HP up to 170. And I'm willing to go for this as well. We don't get a choice in the component, unfortunate. We lose some HP for it. We are going to go straight to the repair center, and we might actually spend a bit of our money finally to repair a little bit more. And I guess we have to. Oof, okay. So we're at near full HP. That cost us all of our credits that we had accrued so far, so good thing that we don't really have any shops coming up. We're going to keep going to these here. And I think the cities there show that you can go to a repair shop or a chop shop or just a regular shop, I believe, are the options. So we do have multiple shots ahead, but that does overload us, which increases our damage from all sources. Alternatively, we could laser trail behind and then go for the cheap shot, but we have to back up to make that possible. So move up 1 and then back 2 would bring me there, which is not enough. What we can do, if we discharge actually though, then we drop back, don't we? So we go 1, we drop back, we go discharge again, we go 2, you're now deceased. Now we're right in line for this, so we go 1 shot here, into the cheap shot directly behind as well. And now we don't want to run away from these guys, but we do want to back off a little bit to make it harder for you to get behind me, because you only have front facing shots, so you're gonna have to go back 1, 2 and then down 1, which in first gear is pretty tricky. You also have to move quite close to us to get a chance to do anything to us. Okay, you don't even get a chance to do anything. You're gonna ram me from in front, are you? We take 1 damage, but we don't take any handling damage, so that's absolutely fine. We'll go for a cheap shot into an all-out shot. And again, we just keep our distance from you, so we will shift up 2, back off 1. As long as we keep you 3 or less away from us, then you're not going to be an issue for us. So what we will do is we will go forward 1 and then back 2, and that keeps us at the 3 away. And then, you know what, let's just shift up. 4th gear, could be useful later on. We end our turn. I don't think you'll get a chance to shoot us here. And then we can just try and race up to you and do as much damage as possible. But you will try and get as close as possible, which is very good for us. Because now we can just, well, I was going to say, if we do have something like an alternator, is very good. So we will do this, alternator. I don't know why I said it in such a weird way. We do want anything that can move us forwards. This moves us back. Can we get close enough to all-out shot? We need to upshift to that one though. We also get the sideways movement though, which is not great. This downshifts us. Let's see. This is getting a little bit tricky now. Let's just back off then. Let's keep backing off. If we don't think we can do it, then we just play it safe by going like this. And then we will just shift down. Easy. Or move down, I should say. Shifting down, of course, has different connotation in this game, that's for sure. Can he get close enough to get a shot at him? He is in a higher gear, so it's possible, but it looks like it's not possible from this time. Now, this time we surely should just have enough there, right? Let's go for a downshift plus a card draw. We just want to upshift. Upshift into 5th. 166 HP. Oh, amazing is that. We're going to move up 2. We're going to move up 1. I realised that didn't make much sense, but we take you out anyway. Nice little shotgun blast all around. Our weaponry is pretty decent. And decent scrap there again. Now that is an upgrade. Plus 20% max HP. Or we go for this. The rocket launcher is a nice little targeted ability at anybody, including those in front. Maybe we stay more... And again, this is plus 20, this is plus 25 as a bonus. Now, what are the tire differences? What do we get with those? We do have an extra tire card. The wheel block is actually pretty good. in terms of giving us extra shield. I don't hate these, but I'm going to go for the rocket launcher. Stuff it. I know that we have gotten quite a few cards there that are quite expensive, so that's a bit tricky, but as we can see, we're almost at 200 max HP now, which is pretty damn nice, and we're almost at that full amount too. So, upshift, we move down. We need to get close enough to you, don't we? So let's go for, I would love to do this in that gear, but I think that's pretty difficult. Let's go for hands off to begin with. Let's get rid of the 2 discharges. We're not going to get behind him. And of course we just get different. You know what? We can absolutely go for a rocket launcher later on. But first and foremost, we will upshift into second. Doesn't really do much, but hey, it's okay. We can then recycle 2. So what do I recycle? Front to back, and an all-out shot. Because a cheap shot does very much the same, but cheaper. So, good upshift. The issue is if we upshift, then it makes it difficult for us to get the heavy footwork, because we then have to move up or down as well. I think what we do is you do just have weapons that fire to the side and in front. We just go for the rocket shot. And then I think we maybe just upshift and keep our distance. Let's start the alternator actually. Tokyo Drift isn't too bad actually. Tokyo Drift changes my mind. We will spin out doing this, but I think it's fine. So we back off. Hang on, is there a better way to do this? Yeah, we can upshift 2. Yeah, let's do that. Upshift 2, back 1. Then we have a cheap shot which we can do diagonally. We are going to take some damage here. We might even skid out, especially if he rams us, but I don't mind skidding out here. He's backing off even. Yeah, we did take 10 damage, not ideal of course, but not the end of the world either. So we will go for the Breaking Bad. We could upshift and do an extra bash, which I think is worth it. So we're going to upshift here, give ourselves a little bit of regen for our handling. Breaking Bad goes 1, 2, and 3. We then have a cheap shot into an all-out shot, and then we skid him. So, to do so, we also skid ourselves, which is not great. Let's go down here. Let's then move down 1. We want to get away from this lane, which could actually instantly kill us. So he skids, then we skid. That's fine. And go down again. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Actually, dropping back from him is okay, because he's got the sideways shooting, which he's probably going to do. No, he's going to ram us instead, and shoot us, okay. We skid back though, we're doing alright, and we do ram into the wall for a little bit of damage there, so not great, but it could be worse. Now, I think we do upshift and ram. Not too bad. We will go for the upshift again into 4th gear. This allows us to draw 2 cards as well. Discharge is not what we're looking for. So the rocket's okay. I don't know if I love it. Downshift, draw card, and ram him. Yeah, seems fine. It does cost 3 though. But I think we're just going to ram him to death, is the hope. Or, never mind. Problem solved. Okay. Again, we need some extra scrap so that we can heal the damage that we are taking, but we are getting some scrap. And are these the tires that we will look? Oh yes, and we get tires as well. I mean, to be fair, this engine's not bad either. Anticipation. So we get to shift, we get to re-roll cards, we get to get a bit of stuff there as well. We get to shift and get armor or shield, handling pocket, whatever you want to call it. Reload's pretty damn nice as well. Controlled chaos, ramming all over the place too. So we do get extra handling, which means that we can play more on our turn. I'm wondering if that's better than 20 health at this stage. We do lose 10 max HP, but honestly I think that is okay. But the issue is, we then really struggle to move forward and backwards, because we lose lots of the Lawn Master cards, which actually do allow us to position ourselves better. So I think we will actually go for the tires again in this situation. I don't know. Maybe it's not the right course of action, but for me it felt okay. We got 3 buggies to deal with. 120 health ourselves. They're all behind us, and they all have diagonal, all around, and diagonal shots. Okay, so we stay in front of them. We absolutely stay in front of them. We will alternate it here to start with. We're not going to be able to get the extra usage of this. Get rid of the discharge, and also I think we want to have the agile shift. That sounds pretty good. So we will get rid of the braking bad's not terrible though, so we'll keep that. Let's go up shift, down shift. Let's go for the agile shift first, shift twice. Then what do we re-roll? Sequential gear does jump as a couple of gears as well. But it moves us back towards the range of the others, so... You know what, let's re-roll both of these. We have the discharge, which is not that great. I do like the idea of... Ooh, actually, we could get an all-out shot and hit all three of them, couldn't we? So why don't we back off, then go for the all-out. Nice little AoE damage. We do have double cheap shot. Double cheap shot, then do I go for a hands-off? Definitely want to take out one of you guys. You know what, we're going to hands off and see what happens. We'll replace both of them just because. Okay. That actually worked out okay. Because it's going to be harder for... you'll be able to shoot us, then you might be able to get into that spot actually. So you might both be able to shoot us. Okay. That did not work out too well for us. Now you ram us and shoot all around. Or will you shoot us with your allies there? Looks like you won't. Okay. Rocket launcher allows me to take you out, which is nice. Wheel lock is okay. And front to back as well. Heavy footwork's alright. Tokyo drift. Do we shift up? Does shifting up doing anything for us? Allows us to move a little bit. I think we just... Oh, we can't even do that. Okay. So... we will shift up then in that case. Which allows us to then go for... this one here. Move down. A little bit of armor. We then go for the rocket over onto you. Take you out. Now Tokyo drift. Softener as well. Front to back. I think we shift up and then move down. And then... do we just move down again? Can't quite do that one just yet, can we? Anything that we do will skid us out again. I think we just... you know what? We try and move back here, because if we skid out, we just don't want to end up in there if at all possible. So hopefully we don't move down. Hey, there we go, alright. Now you just need to back off once to be able to shoot me, but if you ram me instead, I'm fine with that. No, you get the shot as well. You shouldn't shoot me, you're just going to bash me because your ally's there as well. All out shot is perfect though, this is exactly what it was made for. Then discharge, if we backed off to here we would be able to shoot you. So that's an idea. And I think we do jump up 2 gears and drop back for this. We then discharge, which drops us back further. We're looking to get behind this guy because he's got nothing for shooting behind. Which means that if we can sit behind him, all of a sudden, things are coming up Millhouse. Even if it doesn't work great for us, it works great for stopping him. Get rid of both of these, maybe look for better weapons. Cheap shot and discharge what we're looking for next turn. He's going to struggle to get behind us in first gear. He's not going to have that much movement. Oh, he is going to spin us out though. We did take a wee bit of damage here, but I'm not too concerned about the whole thing. Okay, he moved back anyway. Beautiful. 1. And 2. And 3. Nice, okay. So again, we did take a bit of a beating. We'll heal up as much as we can at the chop shop coming up and then decide what our path is from there. 51 scrap so far. We do have a gun that also heals, but... oh wow, the spread burst is actually pretty damn cool. We do get a lot more cards out of that, but then we want to be more in front, don't we? I think we take this, but we don't... do we equip it? Maybe we do equip it. Let's give it a go. We lose some max HP, but we do have a lot more flexibility with our weapons. So we will go to the chop shop once again. Repair our car as much as possible. 55 for 50. Not too bad. Again, we are losing more max HP than we're gaining at the moment, which is a little bit scary. So we do have to be a little bit cautious of that going forward. Now, yeah, we get a fixed station or a chop shop. So I think we do go down here to the south, and then we look to fight this opponent, because I'd love to take him out. boys dragging down the scorching lions gang that roams the area. There's a fat bounty placed on their heads. We could use one with your arsenal, care to earn some scrap. Are you going to help me out, or is it just me versus them all? Looks like it's just me versus them. Okay, 50 scrap though for this seems decent, and they don't seem that strong. They also want to be in front of me. So, can I make that not happen? Great question. Let's start off by, yes, we do break this way, but it's a very cheap way to shift up. We then shift up to 4th as well. Now that we're in 4th, we can start doing some of these ones as well. We can move forward a bunch. Let's move forward. Let's move forward and then back. And this one upshifts, bumps, and then moves forward. So I think this is worth it. 5th gear seems okay. You probably will knock us out though if we're not careful. This unfortunately doesn't hit you, which is a shame. So the alternative here is that we go hands off to start with, and we will hands off to get rid of this and this, because we might be able to get the cheap shot onto you at least, which we might as well do. Who knows where the skid will put us. In front, if we manage to get away from this guy, I'm actually pretty happy with the skid. Looks like it's not going to happen too well though. We end up back in our same spot and downshifting a whole bunch. So, yikes, we're going to get bashed all over the place here. The flames, oh, the flames are not good because we lose some of our bloody cards, don't we, from next turn. Now we skid out in 2nd gear. Yeah, it could have been worse. Okay, that's a shot behind, that's a shot in front. We definitely want to go for the guy in front. No two ways about that. Upshift does do okay for us, so we will do just that. This gives us some armor back. I feel like we need to hands off and then roll some other ones though and see what else we get instead. Straight shot again. This shifts us up 2. The shifting up of 2 though doesn't help us. But then I guess we can re-roll our other ones as well and see what else we get. We do re-roll our armor, and maybe not the right course of action, all things considered. We can bash you. Bashing you does mean that we take less damage from bash from you, I think. Maybe I'll just move forward. Do I go? I go for the spin out here, don't I? I go for the shot here. It's worth the damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. We might even get some extra little damage into him if we back up, and we do. And now he's going to skid, and we bash him multiple times. Okay. That's okay. And depending on the order here, if you go over here, I was going to say if you went over here, then you might block this guy from shooting me. Looks like that's not the case, and we probably are going to skid out here. But skidding out in 2nd gear, where we are currently, is not the end of the world. Yikes, okay. That 8 damage, though, is not great. Alrighty, so we got 2 enemies on similar HP. One of those cards got burnt, unfortunately. We can get 2 shots at you, and back ourselves up in the process. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're backed up. Now we can upshift. We can re-roll. Does an upshift do much for us? Not really. Not really. We would love to be able to nudge this guy though. And if we nudge him, then he spins out a little bit. But I don't know if that really matters too much. Let's go for the alternator instead. And we will get rid of Tokyo Drift because it's not going to do much for us. Neither is the Agile Shift, so let's hope something better. Breaking Bad is okay. We just back off a little bit. That seems okay. Alright, this guy's pretty far away. I'm getting close to killing them both. The flames are not good. We are locked. We are going to skid out. Skid out in 1st gear though is fine. We do have a lot of status effects on us, all of which are bad. That's not great. Now we just need to take you out. Oh my god, he still managed to shoot me there. Okay. So, we need to speed up, and unfortunately our cards are not well suited for that, especially given that our engine-based cards are now locked and we cannot use them. So if we have a way to re-roll them, like hands off for example, we go no and no, get rid of those, and now we can upshift here, and then we can play this one, which upshifts again, which doesn't really do much for us, but hey, we upshift, we move, we try and move away from them a little bit here, and give ourselves a little bit of a reprieve, just for a little bit, and we will move forward one as well. Now, are we far enough away? Probably not. Probably not. You can probably move up 2 and then hit us. Yep, okay. And the burn is going to be pretty awful. You shouldn't be able to hit us. Oh, you can anyway. And we skid and fall back. That's actually awful? I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. Ouch. Okay, so now we're burning over time as well. We definitely need to get up and take you out. That's the only way that we really deal with this. So we move up 2, back 1. We need to move down 2. I think we go hands off to get rid of both of these. All out shot is very good. We go down and get a little bit of armor. We then go... You know what? We're going to put ourselves in harm's way again. But it's going to allow us to get an all out shot and do damage to all of them. We're also going to skid out the way a little bit. You're close to death. You are dead. And that seems okay to me. Yes, we're going to take more damage here. We've got a little bit of shield though. He's probably going to hit us twice though is the downside. And we are not going to skid. But we are taking damage at the start of our turn, which is not great. We cannot use the engine. We definitely want to go for this, I believe. Upshift a couple times, get rid of a few of these. We'll go for the more expensive ones. See, this is the issue. This is the issue. How are we supposed to hit him if he's in front? We got to look for those cheap shots, don't we? Discharge is okay. Discharge is okay. So let's go for a ram first. Discharge doesn't quite kill him. Is there a way that we can ram kill him? I don't think so. Unless we switcheroo and get rid of this and hope something better. Let's try that. Let's move here. Let's reroll the wheel block, and we're looking for another discharge or a cheap shot. We got none of those. So instead we go like this, fall back a little bit. You're going to stay alive with that. I think we actually drop back down to here, which slows us down a little bit further. He's still probably going to be able to reach us. Who am I kidding? But, yeah. It is what it is. We're burning. We didn't spin out. All out shot takes you out. We took way too much damage there. More than we're going to get from the 50 credits worth of hitting. I guess we technically get 24 plus the extra 50 for that scrap as well there, right? Missile mark. It's pretty nice. Oh my god, this is what we go for. This is what we go for. And it's still got decent movement. Yeah, 100%. Plus 66 engine. Love it. Love it. We got the 50 scrap as well on top of that? I don't actually know if we did. I assume we must have. Alright, 46 HP though with these opponents. We're using our HP as a resource, but I feel like we might be using a little bit too much of that HP. Now, we kind of want to go for you if we can. This moves us up a couple times, which is nice. This lets us re-roll. So I think we move down. We re-roll discharge, which shoots there. This is actually really good, the spread burst as well. And I think we re-roll this one too. We just go all in damage behind. Let's go spread burst. Good damage to all out shot is also fantastic. Straight shot's good as well. Not fantastic, but good. I'm wondering if instead though, we can give ourselves a little bit more shit. Why don't we hands off and see what we get when we replace these two? Not much. Can actually... you know what, let's go for suction. We'll upshift twice, because that allows us to use a little bit more, and then we just straight shot behind, and who knows, maybe our skid actually benefits us. Downshift, we go down, we ran back, and it did benefit us a little bit. But again, we've got to be cautious of all these opponents around us. Thankfully we're not taking much ram damage from this guy, even though he is ramming the hell out of us. Holy hell. Okay, you shoot behind, yikes, oh yikes, and then this guy still gets to go as well. He's gonna blast, yikes, okay, we're spinning out again, we ram him back, and ram him as well, so now he skids, righto. I mean, if we can take out two opponents here, we'd be doing pretty nice. So we do have a straight shot behind, which allows us to take out one. That's one. This right here is two. Problem solved. Now you do 9 damage per shot behind, so we wouldn't quite die to you just yet. That's good to note. We slow down here and you speed up. So I'm wondering if we drop back a little bit here. We don't want to speed up, we want to slow down. So I think we go shift here, drop down. Then we... see, I can't Tokyo Drift twice is the issue. I think we just drop back a little bit. And then I think we shift up for later on. You know what, let's go for the alternator first. We don't need either of these two. We just want to move back a little bit if at all possible. We can't. Maybe we just shift up, stay where we are. He's probably going to be able to get in front of me again, though, is the issue. Spread burst is not good. Cheap shot is good. Tokyo drift would be okay, but okay, discharge is what we're looking for. How much HP does he have? Yeah, we slow down, he speeds up, so now he's got to spend more movement getting in front of us. He still manages to, but he only shoots once. The issue is, do we have the means to take him out, though? I think the issue here is no. So what we do is we go for a shift up. Then we go for a discharge, which slows us down. We won't hit him again because he's too far out of it. We then move up to here. That slows us down even more, doesn't it? Okay, so we cannot move up, but we can draw a card. We'll shift into 5th just because. And draw cards. And if we go back any further, then we have issues if we drop back. We can drop back one more like this though, so we can do that. Okay. He's definitely not going to get 2 shots at us, but he might still get 1. Okay, he's gone too far. Okay, that's good. That is really good. We can maybe get up beside him. 1, 2. Okay, let's start off with right on. Let's move into a Tokyo drift, which moves us 2 into 1. Into a cheap shot. A cheap shot. And a wheel block does not ram him off the road. What is his sideways move? He has a saw, which means that we take more damage. Ah, this is tricky. This is tricky. You know what? I think we go for the tune-up, which allows us to then actually... We want to stay in 5th, though, is the issue. I think we have to do it this way, though. We have to change down, which means that we now get less armor from this. But we will skid, and hopefully that skid then means that we ram into you. That would be ideal. Looks like it's not going to be the case. Yikes, okay. We just have to hope that he can't get close to us. He's going to slow down and get to us. Yikes, and... Okay. Okay, so all we need to do is just drop back a little bit. And then we have the discharge. So this will do it. 1, 2, and then discharge. Wait, are we doing less damage? No, we take more damage. Okay, that's fine. So we will kill you with this. A little bit too close for comfort. Do we have a chop shop coming right up here? I definitely hope so. We have a lot of scrap to our name as well. Again, I don't think any of this really matters. I think we just take something to sell. And chop shop. Oh no, I can't even see what's behind his face. Oh, it's another goddamn fight. Okay, we might just be looking to try and evade this fight, but I don't know if we've got the movement necessary to do that. So you do not have shots backwards. You do not have shots forwards. Which way is easiest for me to get going though? We can't Tokyo drift just yet. We definitely want to though, so I think we have to shift up so that we can now start doing this. The letters fall back and drop down. Letters then fall back. Okay, that's not a gravel road, so we can't go down there. Letters. If we get directly behind you, it's going to be harder for you to get around again. So we're actually going to go like this. Into the wheel block to give ourselves the shield. We will skid out, but we now have 16 skid and hopefully we stay directly behind you, which we did. So you now have to get around us rather than just dropping back and going around that way. Okay, thankfully the shield helps us here. Oh my god, we skid, we drop back. That's perfect. He's going to be coming closer. We just have to keep dropping back. Keep dropping back. That's our only chance to get away from here. They're getting ever closer. So that bashes, we need to upshift to be able to get away from this. That is death, so we can't get down to there. We can upshift here. Let's keep upshifting as well. Then we upshift again. The upshift doesn't really do much for us. This upshift does twice though. We need to get this into 4th. Can we upshift enough to get the value out of this movement? I don't think so. I think we actually upshift now. We bash backwards because now we get the card draw out of it. And this is what we're after. A double clutch, which allows us to back off a lot. And then we back off again. And then we go for this. We upshift again. We move side. And then back again. And this guy should be lost in the dust. And this guy should not be able to catch us either. We could always hands off and see what we find, but no, I don't think we'd be able to get anything that would be that useful for us. I think we should be able to escape this battle with our lives. Then it's just going to depend on what the event is. And hopefully the event is good for us. Let's start with the alternator. Whoops. We will get rid of a whole bunch of weapons because I do not care about those at all. We're just looking to move. Naturally we get nothing. Thankfully he's not really doing much anyway. And we do get to reroll if we go down here. So we get to reroll 4 cards. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we should surely find... Where are my bloody engine cards? There we go. Okay, found it. So we go for our double clutch. We back off. We escape this way. We are a coward, but today I am fine being a coward. We get no scrap. We still get something here though, which is interesting. Harpoon, that brings us closer. Interesting extra bash damage. We will take this again, but we're not going to equip it. We're going to keep our max HP. And we have a question mark. Then we have the chop shop. Chance to gain. I need to repair more. So let's go for it. 50-50. Yes, there we go. All right, now we can repair even more at the chop shop, which gives us a fighting chance to take on our Richard. Dick, Captain Rick Ramirez. We go to the fixed station 100%. Don't misclick there. Repair 103. Alright, we're back to half health. Not even half health, actually, but still. Better than off than we otherwise would be. Oh my god. I don't... Oh my god. Okay. That's more than I bargained for there, honestly. So we start in front of you. You have side shots and a big ram in front. But I think we should be able to get in front of you pretty well, honestly. So, let's just do exactly that. So does a shift up do anything for us? It would if we get to this one. Oh, he's got a lot of conditioning there as well, so he's probably going to be able to ram the hell out of me. Let us go. As long as we stay in front of him for a good bit, we should be alright. He does have a lot of movement there though. So maybe that's our plan, is that we just look to stay in front for a good bit. So we're just going to take this time moving up. I should have taken the spread burst shot there before doing that, of course. That's my own fault. You live and you learn. Let's draw a card and then re-roll this and this. We've already upshifted once. Let's upshift twice and then re-roll a couple more. Suction is fine. Take that. Get rid of this one as well. And let's suction again. Gear shift up to 5. Move up to here. Give ourselves a card draw. And we're going to wait with 2 of these backward shots there, because he's probably going to be trying to get behind us as well. You know what? We can move one more. He really can't do much if he's behind. But he's going to do everything he can to get up to us. Okay, so if we move here, we would get lots of shots on him. We could go 1 up and then 2 down. That seems pretty damn good actually. So 1 up, 2 down, and then we slow down and get in front of him. Now we can start wailing on him. So we can go for the straight shot behind. He does have a little bit of armor, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Then we can go for the spread burst again. We have done a little bit of damage. Now we get a little bit of armor of our own as we get up to here. We stay on the other side of this rock, this hazard, and we wait here. Now he is 4th gear, so he probably can move up pretty damn well to get close to us. Discharges are not what we want. Wait, is he doing anything? He's waiting. Okay, he's deciding what he's doing. Interesting. Yikes. We are now skidding. And please don't end... No. My run's not going to end like this, is it? We took 15 damage from that. Oh my god, are we dead? No, thankfully that comes shortly. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay. well, we can be behind or in front of him, can't we? So we could actually look to Tokyo Drift to go back and then up. Then we just start discharging and falling back ourselves. And in doing so, I should have done the cheap shot again there. I'm really missing out on some of the damage here, that's for sure. We then... do we ride on this way? I think we ride on and just back up a little bit. Nothing else really appeals to me. And that seems okay. The obstacles come, he's now going to try and back off as much as he can. Moving and bashing, he's backing up again. Okay, he's keeping his distance. So... that is a bash. Let us go for a shift into 4th, which now allows us to move forward with this, plus draw a card. We're into 5th gear again. We can move forward 1 or 2. Actually, if we move across 2, which then allows us to recycle these, so we do go for the switcheroo. We then switch out all of our behind shooters, like so, and now we just wail on them. Cheap shot, deep shot, and I think we skid ourselves out, even in 5th gear, just to get the extra damage. Hopefully the skid there doesn't do too much in terms of ramming us into the wall. That's fine. Yeah, perfect. Okay, the fact that we moved there gives us hope that we're not going to ram into any walls there either, so that's beautiful. It's probably going to be able to ram us now. Okay, he gets a good shot in there. Now we would love to be able to get in front of you, and it looks like that is possible. We can do it best with this one here, I believe. So we go 1, 2. We then go for one of our... no, we don't even have to go for a Tokyo Drift. We might as well upshift, just in case that does something for us. Move across. We move forward. I should have moved backwards, shouldn't I? So I could ram him. But he does have that weapon that can do some serious damage to us as well. Let's go like this. We're looking for weapons that shoot behind. And we got them. So you want to just wail on him while he is weak like this. And I'm willing to sacrifice my HP to do good damage now. I don't want to end up in that lane though, so I'm just going to end my turn there. He's probably going to knock us. I'm going to skid now, but okay. He rammed us, which pushed us, and now we skid. Okay. It does do a lot of damage, that's for sure. We just keep ramming him there though, that's fine. Oh my god, what a great turn. And we very nearly get the kill, and I think we will if we just ride on. So we'll finish him with a driver card, and we get a new driver unlocked. Here we go. Don't know if I want to play him though. He, doesn't look that great, look that appealing. 40 scrap. Do we get any legendary type things here? We do get some nice tires. These tires are good for bashing, making space. They do push. And honestly, the little handling regen seems pretty good. Same amount of max HP as well. Your weapon cards deal an additional 3 condition damage if you have moved forward with your previous card. Your previous card, okay, so that's very situational. But it's certainly possible now. 45 HP. As we're getting closer to the ECCT, whatever the hell that is. Looks like there's only 1 or 2 more opponents up there as well, so maybe they've mostly taken each other out. I don't mind backing off so that we can maybe get closer to this guy. He has a diagonal shot. So I think we actually start here, slow ourselves down. And now we just start wailing onto you. 1, 2, 3. Actually, does a double clutch allow us to do it? No. We get behind him though, which is pretty important. We don't run away from these guys either, which I think is important. Behind you is perfect for the weapons that you have. And actually, we wouldn't mind some pushes to be able to push you guys into the other lanes, if at all possible. It's really not that bad. Our shields there did their job. We do have the cheap shot available. We can cheap shot and then discharge again, so let's start off with that. Into a discharge allows me to back off as well. So we're going to continue to keep our distance. And then after that, I think we do shift up twice to 3rd. With this 3rd gear, go 1 to confirm that. Straight burst, suction. Upshift twice allows us to get here. A little bit concerned about this guy who does have shots behind. The alternative... oh, let's just go here. Heavy footwork, and then we move 1. Then we move 2. And we stay over here. We can't really back off, otherwise we will lose the front guy. And I still want the scrap from him. That could be a little bit risky, or foolhardy even, because this guy's probably going to shoot me now. Hopefully not. But I'm going to suggest that he probably is going to be able to. Yes, he is. So he's going to get one shot off. Oh no, he's going to ram instead. Twice. That's not great, but if we move away from the wall, then I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable in our situation. Move back, and we're directly behind this guy now. Unfortunately, a lot of our shots aren't that great for that, but what we could do is possibly look to get over to here and then push him twice. So can we do that? We would love to shift up to be able to draw 2 cards. Let's go for that. Let's shift up, play this here, play our alternator, go for this, this, and one more card to go for is this. So what gear are we in? We're in 4th. We need to get into 5th to get the value here. But we move forward first. We need to move sideways. Like this. Okay. Shift up. Move down. Place a couple of cards. Discharges are actually okay. But no, I think we're not going for these. We're going to replace these. Keep moving. So now we go for our Tokyo Drift. We go 2 up. Oh shit, he's going to spin out though, isn't he? We have to do this still. We don't want him to fall back though. Okay, him ramming the wall though is great. A couple of times is great. And then he's behind. Okay, so now we can kill him. So now we go like this. And now we downshift twice so that we skid less. We back off 1. And we draw a card. And our skid hopefully shouldn't be too bad. There we go. We were mainly looking to back off so that we could maybe keep our distance from this guy here. Frosty Buffalo, knowing that he's got a lot of rear facing attacks. And there we go. Okay, we did take damage. Unfortunately, we did slow down. Now, he does not have front facing attacks though, so if we can get ahead of him, we're doing pretty good. And we might be able to. Whoops, please do not do that just yet. Let's go for our upshift. Yeah, let's go for our upshift into our forwards. Into a double clutch forwards. I don't know if this is actually the best course of action now that I think about it. We can go forward and then down. Nice little bash. Now we do have that shot there, of course. We can bash him again. Are we likely going to be able to knock him? We can push him. And the push actually might be okay. Because he can't hit alongside. Maybe we just push him as far as he goes. Oh wait, we move with him. Okay. We just move forward then, and then hopefully he can't really do much. He's probably going to ram us and make us skid, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Because that means that we shouldn't be shot by him unless he grenade launches us like that. And he skids us. Okay. We move down. Oh, yikes. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Oh my god, and we're dying over time as well. So we need to be able to kill him this turn. I think we can. I think we can. We can. So we survive with 2 HP and a hope and a dream. But is that our last node before the next Chop Shop, or was that our first? I think that was our first battle, wasn't it? Oh my Lanta. Not good, not good. We'll take this and then just collect it. Need more HP. Oh my god, 2 more battles. We need to escape everything here, but we can only escape 3 more, and these all count as individual escapes, so we have to kill to survive. We don't have much in the way of shields here, so how do we deal with this? This hits you both, which is a great start. Do we have another one of those? Not necessarily, but we can back off and then end up here, and then maybe get some extra shots there. So, how do we back off? Well, we take a shot here, I believe. Slows us down. All out shot, we need to move down 1. Which make space does do quite nicely. Then we all out shot around here. We take out 2. And then how do we deal with this? Great question. We upshift and get the handling back. Does that make a difference? We'd be on 1. We could then alternator. Or we just back off. Who goes first? You go third, you go first, you go second. I feel like our bet is to move up and then skid and hope that we move up or back. Okay, doesn't really do much for us. Do we survive here? No, I'm gonna say no. 1, 2. Okay, and that was perfect lethal as well. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. Okay, a decent run. A decent run. I enjoyed it there. It is what it is. But hey, we're going to leave that one there. Thank you very much for tuning in there. You guys have been fantastic, and I will catch you in the next episode there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting close. We're getting close. Alright, catch you all later. See you, folks.